When you stream a video or send a message, your brain imagines data bouncing off satellites floating in space. We call it the cloud, an invisible, weightless web hovering high above our heads, carrying our digital lives.
Except the cloud isn't in the sky at all. The reality is far more grounded and underwater.
Over 99% of all international internet traffic travels through the dark, freezing depths of our oceans. Resting silently on the seabed are over 1.4 million kilometers of high-tech glass fiber optic cables. And today, our entire global economy relies on a fragile network no thicker than a simple garden hose. Why glass? Why not space? It comes down to physics, latency, and throughput. Satellites in geostationary orbit sit 35,000 kilometers above Earth. Even at light speed, round trips take 500 milliseconds. Low Earth orbit constellations cut that down, but they lack the sheer bandwidth density needed to transfer thousands of terabytes per second.
Inside an undersea cable, pairs of optical fibers, barely thicker than a human hair, transmit data using pulses of laser light. Through total internal reflection, light bounces inside the pure silica core. At 200,000 kilometers per second, with almost zero decay. Google's Do Not cable can transmit 250 terabits per second, enough to digitize the entire US Library of Congress every 3 seconds. Laying these lines is one of humanity's most understated engineering feats, requiring precise mapping to avoid treacherous underwater terrain. Ships spend weeks in port, carefully winding thousands of miles of continuous fiber optic cable into massive internal spools. Near coastlines, a heavy underwater plow buries steel-armored cables beneath the seabed, protecting them from anchors and fishing nets. But in the deep ocean, unarmored lines rest directly on the abyssal plain, using sheer isolation as their shield.
That isolation, however, is a dangerous illusion. The geography of subsea cables mirrors historical trade routes, passing through dangerous natural choke points. In early 2024, a dragged anchor severed 3 major Red Sea cables, instantly disrupting 25% of Asia to Europe data traffic.
Today, naval intelligence agencies monitor deep-sea vessels capable of deploying mini-submarines to slice cables or install covert receptors during geopolitical crises. Historically, subsea cables were built by international telecom consortiums. Today, that model is dead. Big tech has bought the ocean floor. Google, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon now lay private fiber optic lines across the world's oceans to power their global empires. By owning the physical infrastructure, these tech monopolies eliminate transit fees and optimize latency for their massive AI models. Google alone co-owns over 100,000 kilometers of cables, securing unprecedented, absolute leverage over all global communications.
The next time you open an app, watch a stream, or query an AI, remember, your data isn't floating in the sky.
It is traveling at the speed of light through a hair-thin piece of glass, sitting on an abyssal plain 4 miles beneath the surface of the ocean, guarded by nothing more than salt water and silence.
This is the Dataverse Chronicles.
If you want to understand the invisible systems ruling our digital world,
Hit subscribe and join us for the next dive.